Marketing Manager here at Pixel. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. And with that, I would like to introduce Sean Waters. Sean develops and executes digital marketing strategies designed to grow online revenue, build brand awareness, and increase customer lifetime value. He has an extensive background in search engine marketing with specific focus on Google paid advertising. Okay, Sean, handing it over to you.
Thanks, Lexi. Before we get started, I wanted to provide a quick overview of Pixel's digital marketing practice. In addition to product feed management, we also support analytics, SEO, paid online ads, email, and content marketing. We're conducting this webinar series to discuss hot topics in major areas of digital marketing. So let's kick things off. During this webinar, I'll be covering how to increase e-commerce revenue through optimized shopping feeds. First, I'll be explaining the basics of how shopping feeds work. Then I'll dive in with concrete examples to explain how to optimize and enhance your feeds to increase product exposure, improve customer experience, and grow revenue. Finally, I'll wrap up with some key takeaways. Okay, let's start with explaining how feeds work. So what exactly is a shopping feed? A shopping feed is a list of products and attribute data from your e-commerce platform, organized in a way that can be transferred to third-party platforms. Typical data includes product name, price, color, availability, product imagery, and description. This information will be used to list your products on third-party marketplaces, like in social networks and shopping channels. I included a snapshot here to demonstrate how the data is organized. You're probably wondering how this all works. We like to partner with companies like Feedonomics to combine the robust feed technologies with the power of Salesforce Commerce Cloud. Feedonomics leverages their integration with Commerce Cloud's Open Commerce API to sync product pricing and inventory data. The data is then cataloged, organized, and seamlessly pushed to third-party platforms such as Amazon, Facebook, and Google Shopping. Currently, there are hundreds of different marketplaces, shopping engines, or marketing and affiliate networks supported. Here, I've listed some of the most popular. Now that I've covered how feeds work and which platforms are supported, let's take a look at the final output of the product data. Here are some examples of how product titles, images, and prices are pulled together to create product ads. Number one is an example of product listing ads, or PLAs, on Google Shopping. Number two is a product listing tile on Amazon.com. Number three is a Facebook dynamic product ad, which is dynamically generated from your product catalog based on customer behavior or product interest. Number four is a product listing on Google Express, where you can purchase products directly on Google at express.google.com. There are a number of reasons why it makes sense for your business to invest in product feeds. To support this, I pulled together some stats from the big three: Google, Amazon, and Facebook. Oftentimes, customers start their product research on Google. When customers are ready to buy, they are 83% more likely to purchase when exposed to a brand's text ad and product listing ad than if only exposed to a text ad. Simply said, if you're running paid ads on Google, ensure you include product listing ads as well in order to increase the likelihood to purchase. Most of us can attest to the power of Amazon, but this metric is impressive. Excuse me. According to the Mapping the Path to Purchase report conducted by Power Reviews, 92% of users who start their buying journey on Amazon end up purchasing. As a result, you want to list your products on Amazon to take advantage of this popularity. On Facebook, most marketers see about a 44% increase in click-through rate for dynamic product ads versus standard ads. Dynamic product retargeting campaigns are highly effective and generate high click-through and conversion rates. Now that we have our feeds in place, let's focus on how to optimize the data. Feed optimization takes raw product data from your storefront and reformats it to be used as product ads. Source data, such as product titles, need to be tailored to meet best practices and fit into character limits based on each platform's requirements. For example, Google uses product data differently than, say, Facebook or Amazon. Therefore, one feed does not fit all. Optimized product data meets requirements and best practices for each platform, is relevant. Product titles, for example, are formatted in a way to match the way users search, and it leverages SEO. Relevant product keywords and important product information is included to improve rank and search results. Be sure that your shopping feeds contain the most relevant and accurate information for each product. Here's some examples of raw product data that was optimized for Google, Facebook, and Amazon. You can see the original title only included the product name, Presidio Pro, and no other product details. We need to add additional information such as brand, device, and color to make the title more relevant and align with the way users search. For Google, the more detailed information you can add to the title, the better. There is a character limit, but information in product titles is used as a signal to list and rank Google Shopping ads, similar to organic search. For Facebook dynamic product ads, the brand name and logo, along with the website URL, is already displayed as part of the ad. So we don't need to include that title, the brand in the title as well. With limited character length on Facebook, be sure to keep titles short and succinct and include the most relevant information at the beginning. Similar to Google, we have a bit more leeway with length on Amazon, but it's important to add as much relevant information here as well. The important takeaway is that product titles should be optimized for each platform based on the platform's limitations, requirements, and best practices. Different platforms equal different requirements. There are many benefits to optimizing your shopping feeds, and I've highlighted some of the most important benefits here. Optimized feeds provide relevant product details upfront for better user experience. They match searcher intent. They improve search rank and product results. They create higher click-through and conversion rates. They increase ad quality scores, and most importantly, they lead to increased online revenue. As you can see on the right here, spec products has highly optimized product titles, which allow them to occupy all 5 PLA ad spots at the top. Now, let's take a step further to focus on ways to enhance shopping feeds even further. Along with optimized feed data, there are additional enhancements to the feed that are available. Some of these include the ability to sync product data every 15 minutes to support frequent pricing changes or flash sales. Inject low inventory messaging into PLAs. An example of this would be only 3 left, buy now. Large-scale product optimizations using automation rules, and the ability to consolidate and distribute feeds to third-party marketplaces and consumer shopping engines through a single platform. An additional enhancement is error alerts and proactive resolution. Periodically, errors and warnings will appear in shopping platforms such as Google Merchant Center, the central control center for Google Shopping. Here's a screenshot of Google Merchant Center account with errors that had a direct effect on ad performance. As a result, all shopping ads went offline until the issue was resolved. The 2 errors pinpoint significant drops in ad availability and paid clicks. During the downtime, there was an approximate 13% loss in revenue compared to the previous weeks. So it's vital to keep up to date on feed errors. Our system's real-time error detection, alerts, and resolution process will help avoid any downtime. Okay, so let's wrap up with some key takeaways. Some important key takeaways from today. If you already have product feeds in place for Google and Facebook, great. If not, I recommend starting there. Google Shopping ads and dynamic product ad campaigns are important tactics in driving revenue from customers who are already ready to purchase. Ensure feed titles and descriptions are optimized to provide relevant and accurate data. Tailor product titles to meet best practices per platform. Leverage automation to ease the process and increase efficiencies for managing your feeds. The more time you can spend focusing on marketing strategies and less time on managing the feed itself, the better. And finally, optimized feeds help drive product exposure and e-commerce revenue. So that wraps up the content for this webinar. I wanted to share this final slide if you're interested in learning more. We have a dedicated page on PixelMEDIA.com that provides more information, has some downloadable resources, and a form to sign up for a free feed audit. We'll examine your feed and provide optimization recommendations. Be sure to take advantage of this if you can. Well, thank you for your time today. I appreciate everyone's participation. Now let's take some questions.
Okay, great. It looks like we have a few questions over here. So the first question we have is, this is helpful but still confusing to me. Where do I start?
Great question. The best place to start is to reach out to us, have your audit reviewed by our team, And we'll be happy to set up a call to walk you through the next steps.
Perfect. Next question we have is, you mentioned that feeds need to be connected to Google and Amazon. Can Pixel help with that?
Of course, we can handle everything for you. We provide full end-to-end integration on all supported marketplaces, social platforms, and social networks.
And let's see, we have one last question. How are orders handled when someone purchases one of my products from another marketplace website?
Good question as well. Typically, orders are routed back to your Salesforce Commerce Cloud storefront, where they are processed and fulfilled as normal orders came through. You don't need to do any extra work to fulfill those orders.
It looks like we have one more that just came in. How do you evaluate the ROI of this platform?
That's a good question. You can look at the product sales from Google PLAs and Facebook product ads and equate that to the cost of managing the feed, compared to the cost it takes to manage it from a manual standpoint, which is well above what it takes to do it on an automated basis.
Perfect. Well, it looks like that may be all the questions we have today. So I want to thank you all for listening. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much.